If you can't kill a boss, no reason why you can't look like one. Moogle putting the WoW in transmogs.
Really like the burgundy and the sort of purple blue here that weaves into this set. Ferocious Gladiators, Dreadplate Shoulders, Legion PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor. So this is a mix of two different PvP sets essentially. One from Legion and the other from Cata. The Ruthless Gladiators, Dreadplate Chest Guard, Cata PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor to get the chest. Moving on to the belt, which is part of the same tier set as the shoulders, the gloves, and the boots. Ferocious Gladiators, Dreadplate Girdle, Legion PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor. Keep in mind, I think that there's two different tiers that look exactly the same from Legion, so you could either get one or the other. They're exactly the same. Ruthless Gladiators, Dreadplate Laggards, Cata PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor. Also keep in mind, when it comes to those Legion PvP sets, you have to buy the whole set. You can't buy individual pieces. So Ferocious Gladiators, Dreadplate Sabatons. Anyway, Marks of Honor, Legion PvP Vendor to pick up the Sabatons. Moving on to the hands, Ferocious Gladiators, Dreadplate Gauntlets, which we're pulling from your Legion PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor to get those. So, a lot of representation from Legion as well as Cata. Silver Note Cloak, Shadowlands. That is a World Quest reward for any given covenant, or what you would call a Callings reward. Fey Reveal Mask, Shadowlands level inscription. Check your local scribe or auction house for that. And the weapon, Vicious Gladiators, Great Sword, Stormwind Ogrimmar. I like this mix of green, so we're kind of showing a little bit of love for Unholy here. If you want to go full RP, of course, if you're Frost or Blood, you could wear this. Siege of Ogrimmar LFR for the shoulders. Moving on to the chest piece, this is a Warrior Recolor from Tomb of Sargeras Mythic Priestess Lunaspire, 13% on the drop rate for the chest piece. Now we're going to move on to the belt, which is also from Legion, the Burning Throne LFR, Fellhounds of Sargeras, Flame Licked Girdle or Girdle, just a little bit of a typo. Either way, you get the point. You know where to pick up the girdle. Greaves of Impure Midnight, Tomb of Sargeras, that's a cool name. Tomb of Sargeras Mythic, Kil'jaeden is the boss, so that covers out the two pieces that are from the Warrior Recolor. Moving on to the feet, Prideful Gladiators, War Boots of Cruelty, Mop PvP Vendor, Marks of Honor to pick that up. Those are also, if you're Horde, you got to go Grievous, but those are also Warrior Boots, but those are the boots that DKs can wear as well. Deathlord's Bracers, Death Knight Order Hole, check your Death Knight campaign. That's probably, I think, the first piece you get are the Bracers, I'm not sure. Moving on to the back, which is from Nazjatar. It's your basic Benthic gear, Benthic armor tokens to get that back piece. Other black pieces that are green or brown work with this as well. And the helm is BFA level engineering. I think there's a lookalike from WAD that you can buy in the auction house. And the weapon, Ruthless Gladiators, Great Sword. I really love the look here of this particular set, especially on Zandalari Troll. The shoulders are from Heart of Fear. Amber Shaper Unsock, 12% on the drop rate. I think the coloring is just slightly off just because of the chroma key. Difficult to use red, difficult to use blue, difficult to use pretty much any color, so had to make the best of it. So, but I'm saying it's just slightly off. It's not incredibly off. Anyway, the belt, Poison Binder's Girth, Siege of Ogrimmar, Sun Tender Heart, 19% on the drop rate for the belt. Moving on, we're going to hook you up with the legs, Prime Harbinger's Greaves, which are Maldraxxus. Got to be Necrolord, Quartermaster, Rep and Renown to get that. So we're pulling the chest as well as the legs, and I do believe the back piece, but back piece could also be farmed from a rare. Grievous Gladiators, War Boot of Cruelty. If you Horde, you got to go Prideful to get those boots. Those are your Warrior boots that are recolored for Death Knights as well. The wrist Bracers of Defiled Earth, Terrace of the Endless Spring, which is from Mop, Elder Rhaegal. Drops from all three elders, by the way, so it's better than an 18% drop rate. The back, Maldraxxus, Necrolord Quartermaster. I think that there is a rare that drops that back piece that other non-Necrolords can use. But the helm, which is not shown, but looks really cool if you want to put it on. I think it looks better without it. And Freezing Greatsword of the Even Blade, easy pickup there. I really like purple for DKs, just simply because it goes with all three specs. You got Blood, you got Frost, and you got Unholy. All three can go with purple. This set looks better on some races than it does on others. Here, yeah, it does look kind of epic on a Night Elf dude. It's basically a couple of pieces from Vanilla and a couple of pieces from BFA. Particularly the Waking City Nyalotha Mythic version to get the belt, the chest, the gloves, the boots. That sums it up. It does look really cool on a Lady Blood Elf, which means it's going to look really cool on any given Void Elf as well, because they're very similar models. Particularly better on the Void Elves because they got that kind of blue skin, which will work really well with this. As you can see here, even the gray skin on the Zandalari Troll works extraordinarily well. There's the boots showing, and look at that cape. Cape looks epic. We'll get to that in a second. But first, we're going to talk about the gloves, which are from Nyalotha, the Waking City. Keep in mind, that's Mythic version. So like I said, this is Vanilla, this is BFA, and a few other pieces thrown in, particularly the cape, the weapon, and the headpiece. And the cape is the Silver Note Cloak, which is World Quest or Calling's Reward in Shadowlands. The helm, this is a recolor for DKs from the Paladin set, various mobs or the auction house to get that. And the weapon, Touch of the Damned Black Temple, there is a look-alike PvP version. And it's especially made for Frost DKs, obviously. It looks pretty damn epic, I think. Razorfin shoulder guards from Isle Expedition. So we're pulling the shoulders as well as the bracers from Isle Expeditions or the auction house. Blackwing Descent is where we're going to get most of the other pieces, particularly the chest, the legs, and the boots, I do believe. There's a lot of lookalikes on the boots. We'll get to that in a second. But first, the belt, which happens to be from Legion PvP vendor, Fierce Gladiators Dreadplate Girdle. Marks of Honor to pick that up. That's Alliance only, by the way. If you hoard, you could probably go with, I'm not sure if it's Tomb of Sargeras or the Burning Throne, but there is one of those sets is blue, and it'll go very well with this set overall. If you hoard the feet, Molten Tandem, not Tandem, but there's a tandem of boots, 2 boots, Blackwing Descent Magma, many lookalikes on those boots, so check Wowhead for that. The wrist is the Razorfin braces, whatever. Isle Expeditions or your local auction house to get those. Moving on, we have a Lady Blood Elf showing the shawl of Nerubian Silk, which is from Icecrown Citadel 10-man. And the helm, which I think really works incredibly well with this set from Shadowlands, of course, Mist of Turna Scythe. And the weapon is Demise, Naxxramas, 10-man, Hygen Young Clean. And this set, I think, looks amazing. Stitched, Harbinger, Pauldrons, Maldraxxus. You got to be a Necrolord to get those shoulders. So we're pulling a couple of things from that Necrolord plate set, particularly the gloves as well as the shoulders. The chest, Dreadworm breastplate. Nighthold, Mythic, Croesus, kind of a decent drop rate for the chest. Also, the legs are also going to be from Nighthold Mythic, I do believe. The belt, Grievous, Gladiator's Girdle of Prowess. That is a warrior belt. Same with the boots, but those are recolored for DKs as well. So if you hoard, you're going to have to go Prideful. Dreadworm leg plates, the Nighthold Mythic. Gul'dan drops the legs. So the legs and the chest might be a bit of a challenge to get, but if you really like the set, you can easily work it, make some gold in the interim. Grievous Gladiators War Boots of Cruelty, we talked about those. Mob PvP vendor. Stitched Harbingers or Harbringers, Crushers, Maldraxxus, Necrolord campaign, pick that up. The back, Cloak of Insatiable Greed, Hellfire Citadel, interesting call, I think, there. Rustbolt Resistance Tabard, got to get some gold in rep from the Mechagon people Mechagon Quartermaster sells that. Razor Guard, Mech Shades, WAD Level Engineering. Check your local engineer or your local auction house for that. And the weapon, Crypt Maker, Ice Crown Citadel, 25-man, Prince Valinar. Thank you for watching. Leave a like. Bigger thanks for that. And I'll leave you with this final thought. Whatever it is by you, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, be sure to make your day epic.